Mm-hmm.
Let's check back in on the boys where we last left them. At the Overlook, outside of Snowgrave Coil, staring down at what will surely be their next destination. I hope, unless I go completely off course again. Valerian. Looking down, far below, you see your home, the Aeria, engulfed in the binding coils of the very god you thought you had tamed. With that, you made a very particular declaration that there is someone you need to end. But first, you have a very important decision to make.
I forgot.
What are you gonna call him?
I vote in for Fluffy.
I had so much time to think about this, and I didn't think about it for even a second.
Noodles.
Completely forgot that this happens.
The only thing you could do to completely ruin his evening.
I'm so bad at naming things.
Do it.
Just come up with a name, Forehead.
God damn it. Snom.
Snom, and change the name over here.
You could have named him
Snom.
Ice Cube.
Every single time, my expectations are low, and I'm still disappointed.
Snom has been added to your Arcanum list. Congratulations! Seeing you look down with a face of perplexed confusion at the tome where your Arcanum have their name written, Puck tries to look over your shoulder, but he is far too short. So instead, he kind of looks up from underneath the book and he asks, "Are all the gods snakes too?"
What is a snake?
He points down at the giant tube creature coiled around your tower. I think that's one.
I suppose I see the confusion. Valerian's going to do something interesting.
I like that.
That's a brave declaration to make before I actually do the thing. Like, this is the category of how you should respond to it. This is the quality of my action.
Yeah, we'll see.
Valerian is going to summon the hungry god.
Okay. Let's see. Him.
Just to give you a lot of actions at once right now.
As you call forth the hungry god, the portal that it springs forth from seems like it always does. You are calling this creature here, and yet it is down there at the same time. Very curious.
Are we able to
What is
consider
this?
that these are the
Clearly I've been had. What are you doing?
The hungry god does not respond to your inquiry. Puck hides behind Ingvi.
just kind of like shove him behind me, keep him there.
For someone who claims to tame the gods, doesn't it seem like you know much about them, Valerian? Do you really know what you're doing?
I have half a mind to test that portal on you. If you don't shut your mouth.
Do they normally talk?
I don't think
Puck
I've heard
shakes
them
his
talk.
head.
They're beasts.
Can we like reasonably deduce that for us who have not seen the Aeria Quies before, that does look like a hungry god wrapped around it?
Yeah, it looks incredibly similar to this creature that Valerian
Okay.
has summoned before your eyes multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use feral speech to talk to it?
Oh, fuck, I never thought of that. Yeah, give it
Yeah, because as soon as, you mentioned it being a beast, Henrik's like, I got this.
What do you say to it?
I just ask him, what are you doing down there? And I point out the tower.
The hungry god snaps the branches that grow from its maw, the crackling like tinder in a fire pit, somehow making sense to you as some form of language. As it says, assimilation of the Black Gate in progress.
So I just go immediately reiterate that to Valerian. He said something about assimilating a black gate. Does that make any sense to you?
Give me a double insight for Valerian and for Ingvi.
Did I get the thing for that? Well, I need to double check. I don't think I got that yet. Okay.
Can I interject?
Yeah.
Is this a arcane or religious concept?
I would say it qualifies as both. So if you have some knowledge in that area, you can give me an insight too.
Okay.
Not that it's your strong suit.
No.
I'm gonna use a Fabula.
Yeah,
to
first Fabula of the night.
redouble the 3.
All right. Consistent.
Tabletop games are stupid.
All right.
God damn it.
Valerian, you're the only one that has any inkling what that might be. You have heard rumors in the Aeria of a black gate. Forbidden knowledge, this is, as it may have something to do with the sacred timeline that your people work so hard to protect. The Black Gate is something that would disrupt it, that would set everything back to zero. So that's fun.
Yeah. Nothing to see here. Everything's fine.
Does he share that information?
I think I need it reiterated.
The Black Gate is something you have heard rumors of, spoken in the Aeria. It is a heretical concept that defies the sacred timeline. It is something that, if accessed, would reset the world back to zero.
The fuck does that mean? Okay.
Good question. Maybe you should roll better than 11 next time.
I'll
Damn.
kill you.
He's got a point, though.
Is it the fucking SNES reset button?
We gonna
Is
blow
it
on this
a memory
cartridge?
card? I'm like, what the fuck? Obviously, he doesn't know. He wouldn't think in those terms.
So wait, is the Hungry God... Is this the real one?
It's a hungry god, for certain.
Henrik, ask it if it's the same one wrapped around the Aeria.
Sure. Maybe this is a strange question. Is that you that's also down there at the same time? Are you an avatar? What's going on?
2 concurrent manifestations.
How the hell does that work?
You notice, Henrik, that the way this creature speaks, it's more mechanical, more terse than most beasts you have encountered. They speak in impulse, in instinct, in raw emotion. This is something else.
Yeah, it sounds like he reads books.
I was gonna say it sounds like an
Dragon's
AI,
a
but none
nerd.
of us would think in those terms.
Can we, like,
Think?
can we make an open check to gauge what that actually means?
Sure, give me an insight.
Okay.
Parsing that information, both of you come to the same conclusion with that same roll, that this creature is not a natural occurrence. It is not a beast of the land uplifted with power. It is not flesh and blood like you. It is a manifestation of magic. It is programmed with various responses and directives, as if written in a book. It is bereft of emotion.
Is this the real McCoy? The real deal?
Could very well be.
Thing's starting to give me the creeps. I think I'm done talking to it.
Has this information been communicated to the rest of the party, or is it something that Ingvi and Valerian are just sitting on?
Ingvi would share.
Okay.
I don't know about Valerian.
Do you even know what your power is, Valerian? Because it doesn't seem like you're taming gods, but copying them in that little book of yours. These are false idols. Ironic, don't you think?
I have no interest in your tone. This thing seems to be up to something worse than I ever imagined.
Valerian, right now is hardly the time to complain about my tone. At this point, I'm beyond judging you for what you've done and for what you're doing. You could very well destroy the Grail. This isn't about gods anymore. It's about the consequences of your actions. Something I don't think you right understand yet. If you were to jump from this cliff, we would jump after you. And we'd want to. That's the sickest thing of it. You've chained us. We can't say no. You don't even realize the gravity of it, do you? The things you've been doing. And now you've finally come to understand that you don't know exactly what it is you're doing. I think you owe us answers, Valerian. Where does this come from? What is it that drives you? Because it doesn't seem to me like just a petty problem with gods and tribes. If we're to die for this, which it very well seems like we might, you better start talking, Bat. Because it's the least you could do. In your words, it's a kindness you owe us.
Stakes are far too high to waste with talk. Valerian is going to use Soaring Strike on the Hungry God.
Oh no. Okay. As you reach out to strike this creature, you find that it's more pliable than it should be. Certainly less solid than when you first tamed it. You pass right through. And then it reforms as you pass through it.
How's that landing going?
Are you just going to keep going down to the ground? Are we going to have fun here?
Let's catch him.
On some level, it may be a surprise that he went straight through it, and that might not be great when that direction's a cliff. When he
Cool,
expected
give me
to
a
hit
dex.
dragon.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Secretly, every character I play is still Jet.
Oh no!
Keith does have wings right now.
He does have wings right now.
That's gonna like. Can I use like entropic magic to like do the Final Fantasy 14 pool?
You're standing in the red zone pull.
Yeah.
Worse, can he do an entropic ritual to rewind the action?
I think that is the form it's going to take. And yes, I will let you do that with a insight willpower check for 10 MP.
Let's see, is there any bonus I can invoke here? Can I invoke my bond with him for a Fabula point?
Yes, you can.
I'm getting +1.
I will let you roll first and then see if you want to do that, because it might not matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter because you made a really good roll. You made maximum.
Yeah, hot damn.
Valerian, your soaring strike pierces right through this apparently false god that moves like water around you. You begin plummeting towards the ground rapidly. These wings of yours, temporary as they are, not enough to slow your descent. Thankfully, Ingvi reaches out and begins to unwind your time, disrupting the sacred timeline with a profane ritual that makes your skin crawl as you move backwards, back onto the cliff.
When Valerian lands back on the cliff, can Tierney restrain him?
That is a good idea.
Yeah.
Is that considered violence?
I can argue why it's not hurting him. It's for his own good. He almost tried to kill himself just now, immediately after Tierney told him not to.
This is true. Valerian, do you resist this?
I mean, Valerian's more upset about Ingvi.
All right, then I believe it goes off without much fuss. You feel a quibble of the violet eyes returning, but you are able to push through it to guarantee this man's long-term safety.
Tierney is very aggressive right now. He kicks the back of one of Valerian's knees to, like, hobble him, and then
Okay, we're stretching it here.
holds him down with his arms behind his back. And he says, "You're reckless! You could kill us all. You're too blinded. You foolish,
Valerian's not listening.
stupid man."
What did you do?
Saved your ass.
You do not touch me with your perverted magics. You know not what you do.
You pathetic hypocrite. Do you not understand what you're saying, Valerian?
Does he ever stop with this prattle?
Don't talk down to me. Do you not understand what we're trying to do here? Be it against our will, we're keeping you safe.
I'm trying to stop the end of the world.
I don't think you know what you're trying to stop, Valerian. You've made up a game in your head. Think about what you're doing.
I care not for the prattle of slavers.
I'm not a slaver, Valerian. You're the one who enslaved us.
Oh, that is rich coming from you.
Tierney rolls him over and stares him in the face and is as serious as he's ever been. And he says, "Valerian, get a grip."
We can't save the world if you jump off cliffs. Just letting you know.
You talk of people blinded by faith. Is that not you? You chase down gods to tame, and I see them as the same beasts you did. You claim to hate slavers, to attack these false beliefs that you think will destroy the Grail, and you try to destroy yourself in the means. You need to think, Valerian. We're not in your way. We couldn't be if we wanted to.
Fascinating timing for that particular phrasing at the end.
You've got your head so far up your arse, you can't see what's happening in front of you. Stop fighting yourself, Valerian. Just tell us what's happening. Work with us.
I, for one, would love to know what's going on.
Second that.
And I think Tierney just slowly lets go of Valerian and, steps up off of him.
Look, Valerian, I've grown quite sympathetic to your actions as of late. But as far as I see it, Ingvi just saved your life. So, a little respect, I think, is owed to him.
Valerian's dismissing the god.
You.
What happened at the Aeria, Valerian? Why is the god's corpse still wrapped around your tower? And who is this one you want us to kill? And what does it have to do with anything?
Valerian holds out the dagger. This thing is the gift of a liar. And I don't know what is happening now, but it might be beyond anything we have reckoned with so far. We have to go.
What's the plan? Just stroll on up there and they're going to be happy to see you again?
I haven't been in the habit of making friends.
Got that.
Last time I was home, they threw me from that tower, right after they stripped me of my flight.
Or what justification?
Because I was accused of violating the sacred timeline. He glares at Ingvi. A punishment, a crime punishable by death. My exile is unintended. I shouldn't be here.
I don't think the corpse of that god should be there either, huh?
None of us should be here. If things went right, we wouldn't be. We wouldn't be chained to you. You'd be in your tower living happy. It's a long time past for what should have been, Valerian. Why does the royal court think you're responsible for what happened in the Aeria? It was mentioned in the bounty, but we didn't think much of it. You claim you haven't been back.
Was that the original bounty? This is me asking.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do you have that bounty on your person?
I mean, I guess Tierney would have a copy of it. It was posted on bounty boards, so it's something you would have seen.
Well, I'm curious because the last one was also a forgery.
Storyteller's discretion. What do you think, Ka?
I think you do, in fact, have it on your person. You have a copy of it. Something to remember her by.
I have her letter. I forgot. That is in my inventory, isn't it? I guess I'll take out both the bounty sheet that I would have taken and then the letter, the royal decree that was sent to me specifically.
Give me an insight willpower for Tierney.
For Tierney? Curious.
Very interesting.
That's a good roll. Looking over and comparing these documents, you do see that the claims that Valerian was responsible for whatever happened in the Aeria were present in that initial bounty mention. But through careful analysis, you can definitely see that the later bounty that was issued, that you picked up off the bounty hunters, was not written in the same hand. It is almost certainly a forgery.
It's all right here. Tierney will just show it to everyone. I don't care about your guilt, Valerian, or whatever it is you've done. It's long past that point of judgment. Right now, I have questions and I want to know why. Is there any reason you'd know why the royal court would care about whatever happened to the Aeria? The queen's mostly kept out of Lyra. So why? Why you?
Do you know what that wolf asked me after we defeated their party?
Wasn't he paying much attention?
He said, "Do I belong to you now? We were fighting slaves. And your royal court, when they heard that I had power, what did they send after me? Not killers, but slavers. That is what you are. That is everyone we have met. Is people who own people, and you care that I am a hypocrite as I fight for survival? As you serve the sentence you tried to dole to me, who do you trust here?"
I don't think trust matters here. But for what it's worth, Valerian, those people were bounty hunters. They weren't from Dorado, I can tell you that much. And then Tierney casts an eye at Henrik. You're not from the capital, Henrik. You seem to know those people. You care to own up to this slavery claim? 'Cause I dunna know much about your mountain folk. Valerian, you're sheltered. You yourself said you haven't left the Aeria.
Subjugation is what the Orion Federation does.
That's putting it mildly.
I'm not here to defend the crown of Dorado, or say that they don't make bed with bad people, pointing fingers, trying to put blame. You're just as dangerous as you claim they are, Valerian, with that power you wield. And you wield it indiscriminately. You're arrogant. And I say that as an arrogant man, Valerian. We're much more alike than you realize. I'm not here to ground you, Valerian, to rip your wings from your back like your people did to you. I'm here to have a conversation. So if you want to talk about tone, Valerian, wise up and start working with us, not against us. Stop pointing fingers. You're acting like a child.
I could be there in an hour. I could have been there in an hour if they had not mutilated me. And instead I listened to the prattle of folks that don't even know why they hunted me. We're wasting our time. We need to go.
And with that, we depart from the Snowgrave Coil, returning to the icy mountaintops from whence we came. As we begin our little trek down the mountain towards the Aeria, our party finds the biting cold of the mountain and the darkening skies above threatening to chill them to the very bone. It seems like it might be a good time to rest. But then again, Valerian is on quite the warpath. Does he even permit such a rest? Or does he push on through overnight?
Who wants to pinch a tent?
I'll do the 10.
I think I need to be convinced.
I think if you're like, is Valerian just like having a fuss about the idea as we try to get the tent set up?
Well, I think you need to get him to stop.
Valerian, look, you can't go in there unprepared. You're the one who said about planning and all that nonsense. Do you think it'd be wise to walk in with, I was going to say no MP, but...
Ingvi points to Valerian's MP bar.
You're in no shape to fight right now. We just got through with a pretty big ordeal. You need to rest up. Do you want to be mechanically convinced?
You gonna roll?
Let's do it. Give me a willpower.
I'm exerting my willpower on you. Maybe not.
Give me a willpower from Valerian.
I'm gonna reroll.
Right, contested roll.
Yup.
I'm spending a Fabula point to reroll that.
Oh no.
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, we'll see. Never mind.
Oh, it turns out Valerian's very EP.
No, we can't stop. We need to keep moving.
Yeah. You need to take a rest. You're about to pass out. Get some soup.
We need to keep moving.
Hand you a bowl of soup.
As it turns out, a bonus god summoning after the battle really wears out your MP, huh?
Uh-huh. I'm gonna level with you. I was in cutscene mode. I might have cheated. I don't think I even thought about MP.
Look, he was in emotional crisis, so that gives him the crisis cheap benefit, right?
I only thought about combat skills and costs in terms of combat. I was like, I might have not been allowed to do that technically.
Well,
maybe I leveled up at the end of the fight and all of my bars refilled like in a.
Oh, wouldn't that be great? No. Anyway, at last we have time to rest and reflect upon the day's trials and tribulations. But not long after you make camp and begin to set in for the night, a familiar face arrives at the campsite, heading through the bushes, pleasantly surprised to run into you yet again. It's Joachim.
He's
He's
under
got
the
it.
mall.
He's under the boars. Yeah, you gotta click him to bring him to the front.
Is he carrying the boars? That stopped working.
Yeah, that's never worked for me.
Let me jiggle him. That'll do it.
Oh, he's really stuck in there.
He's really
Just
stuck.
gotta
No.
move him forward.
Oh, he's stuck. Here, let me.
Let's put
There
the
we
boars
go.
in the background, maybe. I don't think that they changed orders. I could click people to bring them to the front in like the play test, and it's never worked again, I think.
It works for me on player characters, but enemy tokens, I can't interact.
Because we can't select them.
Is it
It looks like
Joaquin or
it's carrying the
Joaquin?
boars.
It's Joachim.
Okay.
So he approaches. He's got his trio of ice boars under control now. They're no longer in heat. It's all good times. They're nice and cool. That helps with the heat. Anyway, they're loaded down with saddlebags of stuff he's bought from Vega, stuff he's looking to rehome, and he's still got his stack of wool goods for trade if anyone wants to buy some, and he'd be happy to take any gear off your hands that you don't want.
How
I'd be
much
happy
money
to
do
have
you
a
pay
bowl
for
soup.
these snowman cores?
He will absolutely pay you. I forgot the exchange rate. Half value for those snowman cores.
All right, well, they're 1,200 each.
Oh, those are some hefty cores. Gonna run him out of money fast here, but he'll take them. He'll take them off your hands. Those'll be a nice chandelier for somebody. You get one of those snowman chandeliers inside, and you can like tap on it with a stick to make it snow inside. It's very cool. They're very fashionable. High society loves it.
Well, let's go ahead and sell those then.
All right.
Yes,
Go
I
ahead and
have.
delete those from your inventory and take that amount of money half.
Yeah, I have a staff. Actually, I don't know how much this is worth.
Let me take a look at you. Where are you? There
Here.
you are. The
Didn't mean to actually roll that, my bad. Attack.
The spare rod. It is worth 1,100.
Okay.
All right. If you would like to sell that, go ahead and delete it and give yourself half that amount of money.
I also have. Oh, that's not worth. Yeah, I'm wondering, would this be helpful, beneficial for Valerian at all to have? I know you're a book boy, but
Does he want
The
the
rod?
ability to do MP damage to people?
I do not remember picking this up.
Do we ever
Oh.
know? I feel like I never think about enemies having a MP.
We had one that mattered so far, but
Also, if you hit someone with it, it does dark damage instead of physical.
An element that's potentially useful.
yeah, I'd be happy to hand that off.
Yeah, I could probably use it.
Okay. I hand it
I
off.
don't know how its stats compare to the book.
High roll +6.
It's
Willpower,
also
willpower.
instead of insight, but that's the same die size for you.
Yeah.
The
Is
rod
it?
has been
Oh wow, it is, huh? Oh, you
Yep.
went hard mode.
Yep. Somehow alive.
For now. Not for lack of trying either.
We'll see about that.
Yeah. You did try to jump off a cliff.
Mhm.
Didn't try to jump up a cliff.
You're right. Sorry, you're right. You did jump off a cliff.
Inadvertently.
Yeah. Without trying.
Yeah. Damn, you're right. You got me.
Made it look effortless.
We didn't even have to check if your friends would too.
I can't believe that Crimson Rabbit predicted that.
Well, does anyone else have something they want to sell?
Tierney doesn't want to sell anything. He wants to offer to pay Joachim something.
What you got in mind, sir?
Do you have a way of contacting the merchant caravans headed to Dorado?
Well, I was going to head that way myself now, but I think it might be difficult to get through on account of the news.
Tierney frowns. What news?
No, look, the new coronation. The new queen's going to be crowned soon.
Madeline's to be made queen then? Did something happen?
Well, I presume so, otherwise you wouldn't need a new one. Sorry, I'm a bit out of the loop. I haven't ever been to Dorado myself.
Tierney doesn't know whether this is good news or bad news. I think he's just very, like, part of him is very elated because of his bond with Madeline. But the other part is just like, there's too much that isn't adding up, that isn't right. He is too mistrustful of the happenings with the church and with these the taming of the gods, and he's just in a very shaken mood, I think. And
Was there something wrong with the Queen when you left?
the Queen Mother, no. She was better than she'd been in a long time, actually. You know, disagreements with myself, notwithstanding.
Yeah, I figured.
She was a good regent. I know many people don't agree. She was a good mother to me. Harsh and strict, but fair. Cold, maybe. But she loved her daughter. She loved her kingdom. And she had beliefs. That's all I've ever known. The things she taught me. I had duty forced upon me. But I can't say it was wrong. Something's not right with this. But it's been near a decade since I seen her last. And we haven't talked in that time either. So I can't say what's going on. But it just presses the importance of what I'm going to ask you to do. And with that, Tierney takes off his gauntlet and removes his signet ring.
Ooh.
And he gives it to Joachim. And he says, "This is a royal crest. Show it to the guard captain at the west gate of the capital. His name's Auric, and he's a good man. We went to training together. He'll know what it is. Tell him you have a message from Tierney. He probably won't believe you at first, but once he sees the ring, he'll know."
Could you write the message down? I don't want to mess it up.
Tierney shrugs. "Do any of ye have paper?"
Probably.
His book.
I'd imagine Ingvi would have some.
Armand scrounges out one of the little note sheets that he usually puts on dagger drops.
That'll do. And with that, I think Tierney writes a message. It's not necessarily private, but it just details, as summarized as he can in his truest voice, what has happened. They went to collect the bounty with 2 others. They became entrapped by magic. This Valerian is powerful. He thinks he's taming gods, but maybe he isn't. This is a letter addressed to Madeline that gives them all of the information about their current kind of position and the fact that they are going to the Eyrie. With that, Tierney mentions he does not know what happened to the mud boots, that he's still royal to the crown, that he's trying to understand what the play is. I think he ends it by saying, "Soon enough we'll come to the capital. If we are still closer than blood, meet us in our childhood hideout. I would like to see you again." And he rolls up the paper and he, puts it inside the ring so that it's sealed, I guess, and hands it to Joachim.
As you're handing it off, though, I think that Ingvi would kind of politely grab your wrist and I need to ask you something real quick. Now, last time I checked, a whole lot of us are kind of says it quietly so Joachim doesn't hear. We're wanted criminals. This isn't gonna get him in trouble, is it?
No, that crest grants me privilege to the royal court of Dorado. Even if we were to be jailed, a messenger would not be harmed. That is the root of Dorado's commerce. Say what you will about the crown, but they care about money. A messenger will not be harmed. I can promise you that. Especially not a merchant. Tierney kind of shakes his wrist free, hands it to Joachim, and just says, returning that crest, you will be paid handsomely. You won't need to sell your wool or your boars anymore.
Well, thank you kindly, mister.
Yeah. Just make sure it gets to Dorado.
Give me that.
Uh-oh.
Is Valerian able to get a hold of it?
Yep.
You think I'll let you just report our current location to the people who are hunting me?
No one ever said anything about Madeline hunting you.
And that's the only person it will reach, huh? Valerian tears the paper in half. Down to the strip. That's just the last sentence. This is all that I will allow.
I'm not here to argue with you, Valerian. I don't have a say in this matter anyway. Just know I did my best.
So I leave in the part that's actually the private message that's coded, and not the part that's currently reporting where I am and where I'm going.
You wrap the small strip of paper, the last sentence, up in... It fits inside the ring, actually. There's that much paper. Hand that to Joachim. He's like, is this what we're doing now?
It's enough. This will at least get us a meeting if we go to the capital.
Well, all right, if you say so.
Travel safely, friend. Don't wander off the paths. You're a merchant. You'll be allowed in, and you'll be allowed in safely if you stick to the main roads.
Gotta stick to the main roads or you hit them snowmen and they scream and explode. I don't know what's up with them.
It's a long story.
I have one last question for you.
Yes, sir?
Have you seen a band of mercenaries led by an orange mutt?
Let's see. I did see a group led by, I believe it was a Grail maiden when I was leaving Vega, heading up northwest.
The fowl.
Oh, no, she was pretty fine.
Avian. She's a bird.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I needed to know. Travel safely, Joachim. These knights have not been kind to us. Maybe they'll be kinder to you.
Thank you kindly, sir. Before he departs, though, does anyone want to recharge their IP?
Yes.
Might as well.
And the tent.
Yeah.
It's 10 per IP, right?
Yep. You can go ahead and do that here. And then we are going to pop a tent and restore full HP and MP to the whole party.
Yeah.
We love that.
Yes. Very much needed.
Call out to him as he's leaving if you want to get another word in edgewise.
There is a thing. I think that, like, as he heads out, I kind of would probably follow for a one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotta ask, are you planning on returning to the village after this points to the ring? All this?
Well, at some point, I reckon. But there's a whole lot of Grail to see still. You see, I've been inspired to see what the stars look like from the other side.
I see. Well, glad to know that you're getting out there.
You too,
think that
Mr. Ingvi.
This is me trying to decide if this is the time to ask the thing. I think that I think that Ingvi reaches out to put a hand on his shoulder. Okay, and I have a very, very big favor to ask.
What's that?
Ingvi looks over to his shoulder to see Puck, who's probably like sitting by the fire at this point, just eating soup.
Puck has hot food. He's enraptured.
Well, I see a little fella back there.
Yeah. I didn't want to pry, but none of y'all look like otters.
None of us are. That's kind of the problem. He's on his own now, and well, where we're heading ain't a place for a kid like that. What I'm asking Joaquin is, well, maybe selfish of me to ask, but he needs a place to stay. He needs a home. He's got no family left, but I know my folks will take him in and treat him like their own.
Huh. Well, I'd be mighty glad to have company for the road, but ain't that his decision?
It is. And I just like turn around, call for Puck. Hey Puck, you know,
Yeah.
why don't you come over here and meet Joaquin? Got a friend I want you to make.
Oh. Hey. Howdy there.
Now Puck, I know this is a lot right now, but we're about to be heading into some dangerous territory. You understand?
Yeah. I can make a new snowman.
Well, I think we have a choice here. You see, my friend Joaquin's going back to where I came from. Whole bunch of other sheep people, just like me. Now I know that, well, it's all pretty abrupt, but how would you like it if you had a new home?
The boy pauses for a moment, considering that. I think I already have a home, and I'll go back there someday, but he looks over to Valerian, still at the campfire, and he says, I want to learn how to protect it.
Oh, gods.
I think that Ingvi smiles and nods. Well, okay then. I guess that settles that.
Hold on, is he the one making the exploding snowmen? Yeah. Oh. Bye. He's nice.
He is. Much nicer than Valerian, but I'm sure he'll warm up.
Who was that? Why did everyone know him?
Long story.
Should I be worried that he knows where we're camping?
We're the only ones out here as far as I can tell.
By definition, no.
No one's camping anyway. He's harmless.
As the party finally sits down to rest for the night, let's take a look at a different time, a different place. Well, you know what we should do before then? We should save our game.
Uh-oh. What?
Oh.
What happened?
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
You're not supposed to catch missing number.
Who the fuck is that?
Well, our save is still fine. It's cool.
Don't use a game genie with Shattered Grail.
Yeah, not super compatible.
Not the Stack Overflow.
Anyway, we'll go ahead and save that. And then we'll fade out of here.
It's probably nothing.
It's probably nothing. It's probably fine.
Can't believe this was a setup. This is the
Now
fucking the Black Gate. God damn it.
Now then, long ago, back in the heart of Orion, before Henrik's unjust exile at the hands of his peers, he and a few of his fellow tribesmen enjoyed a peaceful day of fishing, far from the battles that still raged on the border. Despite this chance for rest and respite, the 3 cubs you've been tasked with watching over are bouncing up and down, begging for stories from the front. The children crave violence, you see.
So I think Henrik is gonna
really something Henrik wants to indulge in.
Well, I think he's gonna wrap up a bit of a history lesson here for the kids. So he's reaching the end of the story here. So he tells them, at the base of the volcano, Herwig found himself surrounded by lava, cornered by Santiago, the fearsome captain of the bandits. With his great axe shattered, with no proper weapon or shield to defend himself, it seemed like certain doom. Santiago unsheathed his scimitar and asked Herwig if he had any last words. That's when Herwig told him that it was over, that the bandits had one final chance to leave peacefully. Santiago laughed, underestimating Herwig's resolution, that under no circumstance was he ready to forfeit and surrender his countrymen. And it was within that love for his country that he found the inner resolution and strength to overcome the odds. Santiago dashed rapidly towards Herwig, but in the blink of an eye, using nothing but his broken hilt, he parried away the Santiago's scimitar, and in the very same motion, the blade was turned around and plunged deep into Santiago's neck. Herwig retrieved the scimitar as a warning and ultimatum for the rest of the bandits who had invaded the land, and he allowed the lava to return Santiago's body to the earth. And that's how they say Herwig the Great brought peace to this village many generations ago. We can't be certain on all the details, but scholars agree that pushing the foreign bandits out helped usher in a new age of prosperity. His bravery and heroism remains a guiding light of the Orion Federation to this day.
The children cheer and clap when you mention the bloody details of spear in neck syndrome. They don't seem to know what a scimitar is, but they're here for it. However, you start to lose them a bit when you talk about the impact and legacy of this battle, rather than just the grisly details. As you wrap up one of them, the trio of Helig, Getty, and Bort, Helig bounces up and down and asks you, "Tell us about the time you punched a man and he exploded."
Well, you gotta keep in mind that some of these legends we hear are maybe a bit exaggerated, and you gotta take these details with a grain of salt. Reality can be quite a bit more complicated. So, any questions before I send you back off to your parents for bedtime?
They groan in unison, not wanting the story time to end. But they don't seem to have much in the way of feedback or further inquiry. No follow-up questions regarding your story.
Just remember, kids, that violence isn't always actually the answer.
They grumble and strongly doubt your resolution. They prefer the violent ways. And while their parents are out at the front and you have been tasked with seeing over them today, they nonetheless run off to a nearby clearing to reenact some of the battles that you have described for them. But they'll be back in time. While they're gone, Berengar comes to check in on you, seeming to not be doing terribly well at fishing today. How goes the wet nursing, Henrik?
It's funny seeing how their eyes light up at the stories I tell them, but a lot of these stories that we tell, though, I mean, aren't they kind of bullshit?
Yeah, probably, but they probably serve a purpose. Ain't my place to question it. Storytelling's women's work anyhow, ain't it? Glad we got you to bear it.
Bear it.
I think at this point he just kind of wants to like avoid that conversation. It's like, how's the fishing going over there? Looks like you need some help.
Looks like Sigurd's got it. You know what? He lowers his voice a bit and leans in close. Say, why don't we leave these brats for him to take care of and go mushroom hunting for a bit? You know, just the two of us.
You know what, actually? That sounds like a pretty good time. Let's do it.
All right, any holes a go, my good friend.
Cool. Yeah, and with that, Henrik just follows Berenger off into the woods.
Those were the good days, weren't they?
Mushroom hunting.
Very subtle.
Very subtle. He's a very subtle man. Everyone's saying this about him. Now, back in the present, the descent down the mountain is far less treacherous than it was heading up, especially now that you're aware of the screaming snowmen that are stalking its slopes. So this one's only going to be a D8 travel roll. It still would have been a D10 if you had gone at night without resting, but thankfully, you took the safe option and didn't guarantee an easy trip, but made it more likely. So, who would like to make our first travel roll down the mountain?
Henrik's got it. Is that a D10?
You got it.
D8.
Oh, D8. Okay. I'm rolling because I want to fuck up. It's more fun. Yeah, let's go.
All right. A 5 is no result. You make it safely one leg of the journey.
Oh.
I'm still not over the idea there's a black bear with a pompadour.
All right. Who would like to make the next one?
I'll go for it.
More D? Let's do it.
Oh no!
Oh,
Too good at
boy.
rolling.
An 8. That's going to be a hazard.
Sorry.
Let's see. As you descend the mountain, you hear the rumble in the distance of an avalanche creeping up behind you, the way avalanches tend to. Everybody's going to need to give me a might willpower.
This might be some kind of disadvantage, but Valerian is going to specifically protect the child.
Oh, I like that.
Well, does that warrant a reroll?
You can reroll if you want. You got fabulous points to burn.
You also have MP, so I can heal you.
Mm-hmm. You also need a roll from Henrik. A might willpower.
Might willpower. There we go. And
Henrik is the only one to not take damage.
yeah,
Everybody else.
he wasn't even paying attention, and he got out of it just fine.
Yep. Everybody else can take 5 ice damage.
Now,
Does the child take 5 ice damage?
Because you protected him, no. All right, and who wants to make our final travel roll?
Armand will do it.
All right.
Come on, 8. Oh, there's a 7. Let's go.
we're rolling too good.
Hell yeah, 7. That's another hazard. You guys are like going all around my free treasure I've laid out on the ones and going straight for the hazards. It's good. It's good. Okay. As you leave the snowy reaches of the mountains, you're not quite out of the woods yet. A gang of very rude, exploding snowmen spot you from atop a nearby hill and begin rolling their body segments down the hill at you. Everybody needs to give me a dex.
That's gonna be bad for me.
Yeah, that's not the best thing that could be rolled.
Protect the child.
19.
Screw you all.
I did my roll.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, critical Henrik. Henrik,
Fumble.
how would you like to use that critical opportunity?
Is there any way I can basically help anyone who didn't roll very well?
Yes, I think Tierney's going to need it, but also Ingvi, so you're gonna have to pick one.
No offense taken. It's okay.
Yeah, you know who's gonna put that. Yeah, I think just the cold is really coming for everyone in this party, but for some reason Henrik is just not having it, and he's fine. He's comfy in the cold. He's not worried about the snowmen.
You bodily shield Ingvi.
Yeah.
It's very intimate. The crowd goes wild. Meanwhile, Tierney gets
A fabulous
fucking
point.
Sideshow Bob stepping on rakes 5 times in a row, but with exploding snowballs being rolled down a hill at you. Just one after another. And you're going to take double damage from that. I'm sorry. That means you are going to take 10 ice damage.
Great.
And
And a
because you got a
fabulous
critical fumble, that's a fabulous point.
Yeah.
Great. We
Critical
love
success
that.
isn't a fabulous point, right? Only a fumble.
Correct. Only a fumble.
You're acting like you don't have a healer in the party.
All right. And with that, we make our way to the Eyrie.
This isn't working. We can't go on like this. I can't be worrying about this child every step of the way as we march to our deaths.
I agree. Ingvi made a good effort back there.
I was his age when I became a knight. Kids will impress you. Stop worrying about him, he'll be fine.
Does that mean I can have a sword?
No.
No, you cannot.
Do you want a sword?
The dagger.
Yeah. It's like a sword.
Can I have his staff?
Oh, yeah, he can give the spare staff.
No.
No, just
Valerian's upset because this has been an ongoing thing since they met this character, but like Valerian was functionally orphaned from his family through religious trauma when he was exiled. This character was literally orphaned through religious trauma. And we're just marching right back into the most upsetting location. What are you making noises about, Toaster?
I think it's a lot to say that him believing in his tradition, which he's been raised in, is religious trauma to him when it is not explicitly causing him that much trauma, especially coming from the guy that religiously traumatized him by stealing his god and saying his religion
Other
was a
stuff out there.
lie. See, that's religious trauma, not the, yay, my parents are in ice heaven. The way I've been taught my whole life is a good thing.
No, that's really fucked up. You just don't know that it's traumatic when you're in it.
But the thing
that's
is
really
that,
fucked up, the thing you're saying.
But the thing is that traumatic beliefs aren't objective. If you are raised your whole life to believe one thing, if that thing is necessarily oppressive to you, it can cause trauma. But a lot of people find solace in the things that they believe in, especially if they've been raised by them. Like,
Some lies are comforting.
some lies can be comforting. Also, some religious practices, just are that way, and human society doesn't understand. We literally don't perceive the things as traumatic and don't take trauma from them always if we truly believe in things. That's an actual thing. That's a scientific thing that happens to our brains. So I'm just saying it's really, in an episode of people being hypocritical, crazy to say the kid's religiously traumatized when you are the person that religiously traumatized the child.
He immediately begins trying to cast ice magic.
No.
Are we both coaching him on how to do this?
Unfortunately, it seems he's not quite got the hang of it yet, so he's just going to have to hit people.
It is pretty big. I think the staff is probably as tall as he is.
Probably.
taller.
Oh, yeah.
Tierney wants to lean down in front of him, kind of kneel, and say, "Now, Puck, you might not know how to wield this yet, and I don't know how long you'll be with us, but are ye responsible enough to hold a weapon? You do know what that means, right?"
Yeah.
If you want to be good with a weapon, if you want to stand up for what you believe in and protect those you think deserve protecting, the first lesson is not to swing things wildly around, okay? There'll be time for fun. There'll be time for sparring. But right now, can you promise me the only time you'll swing that is if someone makes you?
He looks to it with a forlorn expression, then clutches it tight to his chest. Yeah. Not until I need it.
And now, maybe I'm making presumptions, but you kept yourself pretty safe against those snowmen. Do you know what the first rule of conflict is?
Don't?
I think you do, and you don't realize it.
Oh, okay.
The first rule of conflict, Puck. You run. You understand that
Yeah.
lesson, boy?
Yeah.
Good. Then you try to keep us safe with that, all right?
Yeah.
Good lad. Let's get moving. We're burning daylight.
As Tierney's crouching there, the collar falls from him.
Oh,
Protect the child, Tierney. Go home.
You could do that at any time?
Tierney looks at Valerian, and I think it takes a second for him to realize what is happening to him. And his hand goes up to his neck, and he reaches for where that strange, intangible, choking feeling was. And it's not there anymore. And he's awash with first relief and then discomfort and confusion and then resignation. And he looks at Valerian and says, "You're not getting off that easy, God Tamer."
I suppose that means he'll be sticking around a little while longer.